worship, Christmas, Easter, Trinity.
Constantine's religion, payment to the core. Sunday worship, knocking at your door. December 25th, Sabbath's feast day. Easter worship, Ishtar's way. Trinity doctrine, council's light. Three-headed God, makes Torah cry. Your cross's symbols, got Tamar. Christmas trees from Babylon, got you confused. Show me colored Moses' law. All your holidays, making wrong. Death to Christianity. Let it die, let it die. Built on pagan imagery. All lies, all lies. Death to false doctrine. Watch it fall down. Time to tear down every wall. All fall down. No more Sunday service. No more pagan purpose. It's over. Back to Torah living. Law life. Truth is unforgiving. That's right, that's everything they taught you was a lie. Was a lie, was a lie. Every doctrine meant to make you die. Make you die, make you die. Time to come up better. Stand up, wake up. Torah is the way now. Stay right, that's right. Death to Christianity. Let it die. Built on pagan imagery. Death to false doctrine. Watch it fall. Time to tear down every wall. No more Sunday service. No more pagan purpose. Back to Torah living. Truth is unforgiving. Catholic, Protestant, all the same. Different branches, pagan games. Truth too heavy, making demons sick. Watch your steeples crumble quick.
Israel, come out of her.
Happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered to the four corners of Yah's great earth. Thank you for joining me back again for yet another Sabbath lesson, going through the Most High's Bible. All praises and great glory to the Most High Yah for bringing us back to another Sabbath day. We are alive. We got food in the fridge. We under AC because it's hot in the motherfucker out here. Oh my goodness. Are y'all under these heat warnings? It feel like 100 degrees outside, family. The Most High cooking the heathen. You know they don't like the sun. Sunburns are going up 2,000% today. I love it. All praises. Burn them, Father. Today, my family. Hold up. Oh, yeah, there we go. Had to put on the background music, family. You know I love this background music now. It makes everything a lot more epic. But today, we are going over Exodus 12, my Israelite family. And what is it about? The Passover, the first Exodus. But it's gonna mirror how we gonna get away in this second Exodus, family. I'm gonna show you that. It's a long chapter. That's why I'm splitting it up into 8 sections. I'm doing 2 sections of Sabbath because I really want to get in deep to show you the different parallels from back then in modern Egypt, or past Egypt, ancient Egypt, to what it is today, family. That's what I'm trying to I want to show y'all that today. I'm going to show you the stats. I'm gonna show you everything, how it mirrors what we went through, our ancestors went through way back when, thousands of years ago. So you can see the same thing is happening in this day. We are undergoing this. We are leading up to the second Exodus, family. Are you happy about this? All praises and great glory to the Most High Yah. He's bringing us closer to us going home, family. We're going to demolish all of this today. We're going to take out all the Eurocentric bullshit that the white people put in here. All of it. Yes, sir. So this is what we're going to do. First section, it's going to be 1 through 11. 1 through 11 of Exodus 12. Actually, I think this background music sucks for this. I thought it was minimal, but apparently it lied to me. So I'm going back to old faithful. There we go. Better. 1 through 11. And Yah spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and ye shall keep it up unto the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the 2 side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the purtenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain unto the morning. And that which remaineth of it unto the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste. It is Yah's Passover. So listen up, family. What we got here is not just a religious ritual the white man's church bastardized as of late. This is the blueprint for our liberation as a people, as a Negro people, not as all people, only for Israel. So I'm going to break down what the Most High was really saying to our ancestors before they escaped Egyptian slavery. This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. The Most High here is establishing, family, a new calendar or for his chosen people. Not the Gregorian calendar the oppressors use today. This was Abib, later called Nisan. No, not the fucking car. Which falls around March, April. Look at America today, family. They got us celebrating their holidays. July 4th, we just did that one. Thanksgiving, Christmas on December 25th, which ain't even Christ's real birthday. Our entire concept of time has been colonized, family. Just like our ancestors in Egypt, we're living on the oppressor's calendar. 1619 marked the beginning of black captivity in America as we know today, with the first enslaved Africans arriving in Virginia. That was our beginning of months in this modern captivity. Our ancestors were stripped of their original calendars, festivals, and holy days. and forced to adopt the slave master's concept of time. Why? Why did they do this? Because when the Most High liberates you, family, everything changes. Your whole perception of time itself gets reset. The calendar of the oppressor gets abolished. Isaiah 43, 18 and 19 says, remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness, in rivers, in the desert. What does that mean, family? What does that mean? It means this ain't about marking time. It's about marking identity. When you know who you are as a true Israelite, your whole existence, gets a reset. So now the second part, take to them every man a lamb. That's what they say next now, right? Now this lamb wasn't just any lamb, family. It had to be without blemish. Perfect. This represents sacrifice and commitment. In our modern captivity today, family, yes, we are still in captivity. Don't let these coons out there tell you differently. What sacrifice are we willing to make for our liberation today? During the civil rights movement, our people sacrificed their bodies, livelihoods, and sometimes lives in the struggle for what? Freedom. The March on Washington, the Montgomery bus boycott, the Freedom Rides. These were modern examples of Israelites being willing to sacrifice for liberation. But today, too many of our people ain't willing to sacrifice any damn thing. Not our comfort, not our positions, not our acceptance by the oppressor. We trying to find liberation without sacrifice. But what does Malachi 1 and 8 say about that? It says, and if ye offer the blind for sacrifice, is it not evil? And if ye offer the lame and sick, is it not evil? Offer it now unto thy governor. Will he be pleased with thee, or accept thy person, saith Yah of hosts? The Most High demands excellence, family, from his chosen people. Not the mediocrity the modern world has conditioned you to accept. So get that bullshit, lukewarm nonsense out of your fucking head, Israel. The Most High wants the best or none at all. So the next part, now we got to take the blood and strike it on the two sides of the post. What does the Most High mean with that? The blood, family, was his protection. It identified who was Israel and who wasn't. When death came, it passed over those marked by the blood. Today, in modern America, our blood has been shed in the streets through police brutality, in prisons through mass incarceration, and in our communities through systematic violence. Black Americans, family, if you don't know, are 3 times more likely to be killed by police than white Americans. Our blood cries out from the ground just like Abel's did. But the Most High sees whose blood is being shed, family. And just like in Egypt, there will be a distinction between his people and the oppressors when judgment comes. As it said in Revelation 12 and 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. The blood marked who you were and who you belong to. Today, we don't need physical blood on our doors, family, but we need to be marked by our identity in obedience to the Most High's commands. That's how you get the blood, family. That's how the Most High knows who he is and who not among Israel, among the heathen. So next, they got to eat the flesh. They have to roast it with fire. What does that mean? The lamb was to be whole, Why was it to be whole, family? Not divided or broken. Because this represents our unity as a people. Look at us today. We've been deliberately divided through tactics like COINTELPRO. If y'all didn't know about COINTELPRO, about the government, the FBI, which specifically targeted black liberation movements to what? Prevent the rise of a black messiah who might unite our people. They've divided us by class, family, skin shade, religion, and political affiliation. The Most High is showing us that our unity as a people must remain unbroken. Unbroken. Can we do that? Not cut up, chopped up, or separated. As Ezekiel 37 says, 21 and 22, and say unto them, thus saith Yah Elohim, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And there shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. Do y'all get it? We all coming back together, family. This is why the heathen don't like going to the Old Testament. Because it always talks about us coming back. And they don't like that because it doesn't include them. So now we got to eat these bitter herbs. What do these bitter herbs represent, family? They represent the bitterness of slavery. Our ancestors suffered for over 400 years in Egypt. Just like we've suffered for 400 plus years in America and throughout the world in this modern captivity today. From 1619 to today, we've experienced the bitter herbs of slavery. Jim Crow, lynchings, redlining, mass incarceration, and systematic racism all over this world. Over 4,000 black Americans were lynched between 1877 and 1950, family. That's bitter herbs. That's the taste of oppression that the Most High wanted to make sure that we understood. He wanted us to remember the pain so we would never go back to slavery. But apparently, our people don't give a fuck about that because look what they doing. They going right back to slavery. They love being under the white man's boot. They love being under the Asian man's boot. They love being under the Hindu man's boot, so on and so forth, all over this world. Because they have forgotten what our people, our ancestors went through. You see, they ain't lynching like they did back then. They ain't putting us in separate rooms like they did back then. They ain't sicking dogs on us like they did back then. So what has it done? It has made our people comfortable. And since our parents and our great-grandparents didn't bring that slavery stories to their kids, to their offspring, we forgot. And so now we comfortable. Now we out there marrying Brad. Now we out there marrying Jose. Ching Chong Ping, we marrying them all. Because we forgot what these people did to us. That's why they're trying to get rid of the critical race theory, because they don't want to have their stuff in plain view. They don't want the true story being told, because then our people gonna wake up and be like, nah, I ain't dating you, Becky. Fuck that shit. Look what your people did to me. Look what your people did to mine. And you want to marry me? Nope. That's why they're trying to get rid of it, family. Most of our people now have gotten comfortable in their mental chains today. They forgot the bitterness and started worshiping the gods of their oppressors, as it says in Deuteronomy 8:11-14. Beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God, and not keeping his commandments, and his judgment, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses, and dwelt therein, and when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied, then what? Then thine heart be lifted up, and thou forget Yah thy Elohim, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. That's where we at today, family. We have forgotten because we're getting goodly houses. We got BMWs and Mercedes-Benz and little McMansions out there. We're living good. We got penthouses and sky-rise condos. We got good jobs paying over $100,000. Who need God anymore? That's where we at. This is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. We have forgotten the Most High. And that's why we are right back at square one again. You try to tell our people they in chains, they in slavery, they look at you stupid. I got this and that, I got this and that. Don't see the chains, the spiritual chains, linking them to this system. They don't see it because they don't have eyes to see, family. Spiritual warfare, you ain't gonna be able to see it with your physical eyes, family. But if you got eyes to see, you can see all the chains linking all the people to this Babylonian system. Being indoctrinated everywhere you go. So now you got the unleavened bread now, right? The unleavened bread, family, represents urgency and purity. No time for that bread to rise because freedom can't wait. Today, the average black household has only about 10% of the wealth of the average white household. Whew. Whew. Our people make up 13% of the U.S. population, but 40% of the prison population. We are still in Egypt. We are still in a state of emergency. We don't have time for slow, gradual progress. And spiritually, leaven, family, represents sin and false doctrine that corrupts the whole batch. Today, our people are stuffed full of the leavened bread of false Christianity, white Jesus imagery, prosperity gospel nonsense, and spiritual complacency. Full off of it, about to catch the itis. They have fallen into a deep slumber. As Paul says in 1 Corinthians 5:7-8, purge out therefore the old leaven. Get rid of that sin, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Christ, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of what? Sincerity and truth. Whew. The Most High wants us to get rid of all of this old stuff that's been keeping us in chains mentally and spiritually to this system. He wants us to get rid of it, purge it out. But we love our money. We love our positions at the white-owned corporations we at. We love being indoctrinated by their TV programs. Literally got programmed in the goddamn thing. Program. Because that's what they doing to your black ass. They programming you to think like them, to erase your identity, to hate one another. And it's worked. And it continues to work as our people continue to be divided. You see a brother on the street, you don't even say hi to him no more. See a sister on the street, you don't even say hi to him no more. We don't even talk no more. But let a heathen come and talk to him. Boy, they all 32. Hey, how you doing, Becky? Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, did you see the show last night? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let a brother come talk to him. Hey, what's up, bro? Bullshit. What a love. Black Eyed Peas asked it, right? Where is the love? Where is it? It's been programmed out your black ass. And you steady eat this unleavened or this leavened bread. Full of sin. Don't want to give it up. You're getting fat off of it. You're getting comfy. As you get comfortable on your couch and fall into another deep slumber. As you lose more and more of yourself to this world. So that last part of this section, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, what is the Most High saying? This is the battle stance. The Most High was telling our ancestors to be ready to move out at a moment's notice. Today, we have seen moments when our people had to be ready to move during the Great Migration. Y'all remember that? 6 million black Americans, they fled Jim Crow in the South between 1916 and 1970. They had their loins girded and were ready to escape oppression. Today, we need to understand we in spiritual warfare, even more now than before. You can't be sitting around comfy while the enemy is plotting your destruction. You need to be girded up, mentally, spiritually, and physically prepared for the second Exodus that is coming. Paul tells you, Ephesians 6:14 and 15, he alluded back to this. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on a breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Do you get it now, family? Are you understanding? How are you going to be ready when you are consuming all of this other stuff? How can you be ready when you are consuming this nonsense that the Most High told you not to consume? Does that make any sense to y'all? So the Most High says now, you shall eat it in haste. It is Yah's Passover. The urgency here, family, is critical. This wasn't a time for long debates, committee meetings, or hesitation. When the Most High says move, you move. When Harriet Tubman led our people to freedom on the Underground Railroad, there was no time for delay. They moved with urgency through the night, following the North Star. Tubman conducted approximately 13 missions to rescue around 70 enslaved people, using the Underground Railroad. That's eating the Passover in haste, family. Because that's what we're going to have to do this time around. The true second Exodus is still coming for us, just as prophecy foretold. Today, you black Americans continue to face disparities in every sector: healthcare, education, housing, criminal justice, and wealth. Black men 6 times more likely to be incarcerated than white men. The COVID-19 pandemic we just had years ago revealed deadly health disparities, with black Americans dying 2.4 times the rate of white Americans. We are still in Egypt. This ain't the promised land, family. Got people getting all comfy. I can't wait to get my house. I can't wait to get my mortgage. Comfortable in chains. But the Most High is preparing us to liberate his people again. When the modern Passover comes, family, the Most High will once again separate his people from the oppressors. But are you ready? Have you identified yourself as a true Israelite? Have you applied the blood of the Lamb, obedience to the commandments, family, to your doorposts? Have you removed the leaven, false doctrines from your house? Have you prepared yourself with your loins girded? Means your mind right. And staff in hand, prepare to move. Jeremiah 16, 14, and 15. Look at this. This is what the second Exodus is going to look like, family. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yah, that it shall no more be said, Yah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. This is why the Christians do not read the prophets, because it promises redemption. They tell their people, their congregation, that the Most High gave up Israel. Now he working with the church. But they skip verses like this because it goes against what they talk about. We are immortal in his eyes, family. We ain't going nowhere. This is the real Passover message. Not that watered down, whitewashed version these crackers are teaching in their European churches. It's about liberation, identity, and preparation for the second Exodus that is coming. Are y'all seeing all of this? Do y'all see how it mirrors what we went through, family? Do you see it? We going through the same fucking thing. We are in the midst of this second Exodus. We're leading up to it. We almost there, family. You see the stats. You see the history. We're inching closer and closer. So we move on to section 2. Exodus 12, 12 through 20. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, against all the gods of Egypt. I will execute judgment. I am Yah. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to Yah throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day unto the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation. And in the 7th day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this selfsame day have I brought you armies, your armies, out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread, until the 21st day of the month, at even. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel. Whether he be stranger or born in the land, ye shall eat nothing leavened in all your habitations. shall ye eat unleavened bread. So what's he saying here? He's going to pass through the land of Egypt this night and will smite all the firstborn. The Most High ain't playing games here, family. He bringing judgment to the oppressor and their system. This wasn't just random punishment. This was targeted divine intervention against the power structures of Egypt. Can y'all see this right now? All of this is happening today, right in front of your face. The systems that have oppressed our people are starting to crumble under their own corruption. Their financial systems are collapsing with record inflation and debt. Their political system is divided and dysfunctional. Look at the Republicans and Democrats going at each other's throats. Their social fabric is tearing apart with increasing polarization. From 2020 forward, we have seen unprecedented judgments on this modern Egypt. A global pandemic that disproportionately affected the privileged. Economic instability exposing the fragility of capitalism. Racial reckonings forcing confrontation with historical sins. And natural disasters increasing in frequency and severity. I talk to you about it all the time, family. Heat waves, floods. All over the world. These are the plagues hitting modern Egypt today. Like I told you, we are already in this thing, family. Everybody keeps saying this stuff is in the future, but it's not in the future, family. It's already here. It's already here. Can y'all understand it? It's already here, family. Whew. Sometimes you think about this stuff, family, and it's heavy. When the Most High gives you this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, it's heavy. I read this stuff and I look at today and I'm just like, man, and there ain't nothing you really can do about it. You tell our people this stuff and they don't listen. They look at you crazy, they call you all kind of names and they cuss you out, all kinds of shit. All because you trying to get them to understand that, hey, this who you are. You ain't these people here. They lied to you. They called you a fucking color. I'm black. I'm looking at black right now. I'm looking at my skin. I ain't the same color as this black right here. We got color, family. Different shades of brown. Boy. It just makes, I don't know, man. It makes me sick to my stomach, to be honest with you. Like, I try to think about this stuff, and I try to get our people to understand it. I know it's deep. I know it's hard to understand. I get it. I understand that. But for fuck's sake, it's staring at you right in your face. You can't see it? It's staring at you right in the face. Y'all see it? Yeah, you see the heaviness? It's hard for me. to look at all of this. But I must do it. And I do it for you guys. Isaiah 13 and 11. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil. He's doing it right now. And the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. He's doing that right now. And will lay low the hardiness of the terrible. He is doing that at this very moment, family. So the Most High is against all the gods of Egypt. I will execute judgment. This wasn't about just killing firstborns, family. The Most High was attacking the false religious system of Egypt. Each plague was directed against specific Egyptian gods to show their powerlessness. America has its own gods too. The other nations have their own gods too. Materialism, white supremacy, military power, celebrity, technology, and capitalism. And the Most High is bringing judgment on every single one. The god of materialism is crumbling with supply chain issues and inflation. Y'all see it all around. You got the Most High putting it on Donald Trump to put them tariffs in place, causing sky-high prices, causing your food costs to rise up, your grocery bill getting higher, gas getting higher, everything you buying is getting higher. This isn't coincidence, family. This is Yah precise judgment. He tearing down the god of materialism. He trying to get you Israelites to go back to him. You guys trust in your name brands, your Nike, your Jordans, your Gucci, your Prada, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and all the assortment of heathen who hate your black ass. But yet you buy their stuff. Oh, y'all see what the Most High did like last month, right? I think it was last month. When he had those Chinese people come online, come on TikTok and tell you that, hey, all those name brands y'all been getting, it's all been marked up. We make all their brands all in one house, and then we ship it off to them, and they put their name on it, and they mark it up by 3,000%. He showed you all the stuff, all the money, all the pride you've been putting into your material goods. It's for naught because they all made in the same sweatshops by the same people, and all they do is ship it out. They put their name on it, and they could put a made in Italy tag on it, and then charge your stupid ass thousands of dollars when they made it for like 100. Maybe 200, probably even less than that. That's the god of materialism crumbling, family. You got also the god of white supremacy is being exposed through social media and mass protests. People reading history now. They seeing what it's really all about. They seeing what MAGA is all about. The god of military power failed in Afghanistan after 20 years, and trillions spent. Had to get up on out of there. They failed in Vietnam too. That's why they don't talk about it. The god of celebrity is being exposed through all these scandals and cultural irrelevance. Why do you think you had the whole Diddy thing going down? Now we about to see all the motherfuckers who went to that shit. All of them about to come out. The list coming, family. He had the Epstein list come out. All them people went to the Epstein Island, and we all know what he about. Young kids all over there. All of them went over there. One for no fancy vacation. They went over there to play with little kids. The god of technology is creating division and mental health crises instead of utopia. Look what AI doing. Look what the Most High got AI doing. Disrupting all they shit. Making them all useless. Getting fired from their job. Being made obsolete. Who doing that? The Most High doing it. The god of capitalism creating unprecedented wealth inequality. Top 1% own 99% of wealth. He's executing judgment on the false gods of this system, just like he did in Egypt. Jeremiah 51:47. Therefore, behold, the days come that I will do judgment upon the graven images of Babylon. That's what we're doing right now. And her whole land shall be confounded, and all her slain shall fall in the midst of her. We seeing it crumbling now, family. Just a matter of time. Now the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. As I told you before, the blood was protection. It identified who was Israel and who wasn't. When death came, it passed over those marked by blood. I told you, it's our obedience today. That's what the blood on the doorpost means. It's our obedience to the Most High's commands and our identity as the true Israelites of this Bible. When we recognize who we really are and follow the law, statutes, and commandments, we put the spiritual blood on our doorposts. That's why I ain't scared of judgment. I got no fear of what's going on around here, because I know by obeying the Most High Yah, He gonna protect me. So what you scared for? Why you fear-mongering out there, black people? I see you out there fear-mongering. What you scared of? Paul says that the Most High be for you. Who can be against you? Who can be against you? Who? During the height of the COVID pandemic, family, black communities, if you didn't know, that maintained strong spiritual foundations and followed health protocols showed greater resilience. Churches, community organizations that adapted to provide material and spiritual support became modern doorposts with the blood that protected our people. Psalm 91:7-8, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. The Most High commanded that the Passover be remembered throughout all generations. Memory is resistance against oppression, family. Today, our collective memory has been under attack. They've tried to erase our history through miseducation, media manipulation out there, and cultural appropriation. They don't want us to remember the Middle Passage, the brutality of slavery, the terrorism of Jim Crow, or the ongoing systemic racism that's going on right now as we speak. But despite these attempts, family, we've established our own memorials, Juneteenth celebration, Black History Month, MLK Day, Kwanzaa, and cultural institutions like the National Museum of African American History and Culture. These are our modern memorials that keep our story alive. But it ain't just that. We have to understand who we truly are. We ain't no damn African American. When we forgot our history, we're vulnerable to repeating it. That's why the Most High emphasized remembrance. Deuteronomy 6:12. Then beware lest thou forget Yah, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. If we forget Him, we forget how we got here. And we go back to doing what we did that got us here in the first place. That's where we at again, family. We are repeating the same mistakes. So 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread. The feast lasted 7 days, a complete cycle. And during that time, no leaven was permitted. This represents complete purification, family, from corrupting influences. In our modern context today, we need extended periods of cleansing from the corrupting influences of this society. 7-day spiritual cleanses, social media fasts, detoxing from mainstream media propaganda, and separating from toxic relationships and environments. That's how we get clean. Our communities are filled with leaven, false doctrines, destructive behaviors, internalized racism, and cultural corruption. The Most High is calling for a complete purge of all of these influences. Paul tells us in 2 Corinthians 7:1, having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all the filthiness of the flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of Yah. So whoever shall eateth leavened bread, that soul shall be cut off. The Most High not playing, family. These were consequences for disobedience. If you refuse to remove the leaven, you were cut off from the community. Today, we've got way too many people wanting to claim they Israel, while continuing to consume the leaven of this world, worshiping white Jesus, supporting oppressive systems around the world, living contrary to the commandments. Talk to you black Christians, still got that pork in your house, and denying their true identity. In the 60s and 70s, family, movements like the Black Panthers and Nation of Islam, even though they wrong, they understood this principle. They established strict codes of conduct and held their members accountable. They rejected the leaven of drugs, alcohol, and immoral behavior that the system used to destroy our community. Today, we need to return to that discipline. But we need to return to know who we are first, not going to their Allah. Black Panthers didn't know about the Most High Yah. We need to add Yah to the foundation first. Ezekiel 20:38, and I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me, and I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn. And they shall not enter into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am Yah. In the first day, there shall be a holy convocation. The Most High commanded gatherings at the beginning and end of the feast. The community had to come together, family. We had to come together to strengthen one another. Today, our gathering places have been what? Systematically attacked. Black churches have been bombed and burned throughout history. Most infamously, the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing in 1963. That killed 4 young girls. Black community centers have been defunded. Black-owned businesses have been denied loans and resources. Yet, despite these attacks, we've maintained our holy convocations, from church services to community organizing meetings, from barbershops to family reunions, from HBCU homecomings to cultural festivals. These gatherings strengthen our bonds and prepare us for liberation. But we need to have Yah in there. They don't have Yah at these gatherings, family. I can guarantee you that. But it shows the importance of coming together as a people. A house divided will fall, as Yahushua said. Hebrews 10:25, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another. That means encouraging, family. And so much the more, as ye see the day approaching. The day of what? Our liberation. That's what it's about, family. It's about our liberation. So no manner of work should be done in them. He commanded rest during these holy days, because this was a break from the constant labor demanded by the Egyptian taskmasters. Our labor today in America and worldwide has been exploited for centuries, from slavery to sharecropping, from domestic work to prison labor. Today, Black Americans are still overrepresented in low-wage, physically demanding jobs with fewer benefits and protections. The command to rest is revolutionary in a capitalist system that values production over people. Work, 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 work. Then Rihanna say, work, 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 work. The Most High wants us to take time for spiritual renewal, family, and community, because it is an act of resistance against a system that sees us only as labor. Exodus 23:12, 6 days thou shalt do thy work, and on the 7th day thou shalt rest, that thine ox and thine ass may rest, and the son of thy handmaid, and the stranger may be what? Refreshed. Says, ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in the selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Notice the Most High calls Israel armies. This wasn't just a random group of slaves, family. This was an organized military force being led out of what? Captivity. Captivity. Today, whenever our people have organized militarily, they've been brutally suppressed. From Nat Turner's rebellion to the Black Panthers' armed patrols, the system has violently opposed black self-defense and military organization, family. The Most High views his people as armies, disciplined, organized, strategic, and powerful, not as victims, not as civilians, but as warriors for liberation. This is why Marcus Garvey established the Universal African Legion, why the Nation of Islam created the Fruit of Islam, and why the Black Panthers conducted military-style training. They understood this principle, but the thing they were missing was Yah. That was what they was missing. That's why they didn't succeed. Joel 2:11, and Yah shall order his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executed his word. For the day of the Most High Yah is great and very terrible, and who can abide? Just as the children of Israel had specific instructions for preparing for their deliverance, we too must prepare for our coming exodus. Here's what the Most High is calling us to do in this day. We got to recognize the judgment happening around us. This is what I've been trying to get you guys to understand. This is why I always talk about modern news and things like that, to show you that it's happening. Because the systems of oppression are beginning to crumble. Inflation, political division, social unrest. You see all the protests all around the world. And natural disasters are all signs of the Most High's judgment on this modern Egypt. You got to apply the blood to your doorposts. You got to identify yourself correctly as a true Israelite. You got to know who you are, family. And follow the commandments. That's the other part. Because a lot of people just like to say, I'm an Israelite, but they don't do the other part. They got no works. Because this spiritual protection will set you apart during times of judgment in your city. That's why I can sit here and the Most High can have storms pass over me and drop tornadoes in the next city. He did it 3 times already. It has passed over me and dropped huge tornadoes in other cities with the same storm system that passed over me. That is the Passover. You got to establish memorials. He wants you to do that. You got to create and maintain traditions that keep our history alive. You got to tell your children about our ancestors' struggles and victories, which I alluded to earlier. Because memory is resistance. That's how you get our people from to stop marrying these heathen. By showing them what these heathen did to their ancestors. You got to remove the leaven from your house. You got to purge these corrupting influences from your life and your community. Which includes them false doctrines. Islam. Christianity. White Jesus. Destructive behaviors. All the shooting against one another. These toxic relationships. You got to gather with your people. You got to strengthen the community bonds through regular gatherings. Because these connections will be essential during times of crisis and transition which we come into. You got to rest from Babylon's labor. You got to take intentional breaks, family. Through what? The Most High feast days. Because you got to take a break from the constant grind of capitalism. That's all it wants to do is make it work. And then you must organize as an army. You got to develop discipline, strategy, and collective strength. Because the Most High sees us not as victims, but as a powerful military force. Isaiah 52, 11 and 12. Depart ye, depart ye. Go ye out from hence. Touch no unclean thing. Go ye out of the midst of her. Be ye clean, that bear the vessels of Yah. For ye shall not go out with haste, nor go by flight, for Yah will go before you, and the Elohim of Israel will be your reward. Family, the instructions here in Exodus 12, 20 and 20. 12 to 20 aren't just ancient history. They're a blueprint for our liberation today. Because the Most High is preparing to bring us out of modern Egypt, but we must follow his instructions precisely. So Israel, I ask you, are you ready to go? Are you prepared to leave this place? Are you prepared to move with haste when the Most High says move? Because we are leading up to this point, family. And when I do the rest of these Passover lessons, these next 3 sections, you will see what I am talking about. So I am done with this particular section today. I hope you guys have learned something. I've given you some history to think about, to go back and look into, to see how all of this mirrored what our people went through back in Egypt. I pray the Most High has spiritually edified you. I pray you guys had a great Sabbath today. Yah willing, we'll be back next week to go over section 2. 3 and 4, the third and fourth sections. Continuing to move and showing you the modern parallels from the Passover in Egypt to the Passover today. This Exodus that is on the horizon. I pray you guys have a great rest of your week. In Yah's name, I leave you with another song off the new album that's upcoming. It's called Woe to the Nations. I hope you guys enjoy it. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Continue to keep the commandments. Continue to have faith. Continue to plant seeds wherever you can. With that being said, Bezaliel out.
Woe to the wicked, yeah, you know who you are. You think you're shining bright, but you're falling like a star. You love your wickedness, you laugh at the pain, but when Yah brings judgment, you gon' call his name. You say evil is good and good is a joke. Smoke fills the temple, but you still provoke. You twist what's holy just to fit your vibe, but the time's ticking down. Truth can't hide, blind leading blind. Whole nation off course, you feed on injustice and don't feel remorse. You lie on your brother, you covet, you steal, but when a hammer drops, you gon' know what's real. You sell your soul for a bag in a show, turn your back on your people, call a friend your foe. You chase after idols, you lust for the world, but soon all that glitter's gon' fade and curl. You mock correction, you hate discipline. Rebuke makes you mad, you love your own sin, but the harvest is coming, the sickle is sharp, and every wicked deed gon' be weighed in the dark. Woe to the wicked, your day is at hand. You built your life on the shifting sand. Judgment is coming, truth on the rise. No more hiding, no more lies. Woe to the wicked, you sold your fate. You laughed at the truth, now it's too late. Yes, fire's falling, the time is done. No hiding from judgment, nowhere to run. You see the violence, you see the blood. You profit from evil, you dance in the mud. You trample the poor, ignore their cries, but the Most High ain't blind to your disguise. You smile in the day, but you plot in the night. You call for peace, but you ready to fight. You sell out your brother for a new pair of shoes, but the day of reaping, you gon' pay your dues. You hate what's righteous, you love what's dark. You poison the youth, you tear them apart. You boast in your pride, you never repent. But when Yah brings heat, wonder where your strength went. You silence the watchman, you stone the wise. You cover your ears, you believe your lies. You think he's asleep that Yah don't see, but judgment is written, you gon' bow the knee. Woe to the wicked, your day is at hand. You built your life on the shifting sand. Judgment is coming, truth on the rise. No more hiding, no more lies. Woe to the wicked, you sold your fate. You laughed at the truth, now it's too late. Yes, fire's falling, the time is done. No hiding from judgment, nowhere to run. grace, but nothing can hide you from Yah's face. You try to escape, you try to deny, but when the sky cracks, every eye gon' cry. You played with the world, danced in your pride, but the books are open, your secrets can't hide. You turned up your nose, you hardened your heart, but all that rebellion gon' tear you apart. Woe to the wicked, your day is at hand. You built your life on the shifting sand. Judgment is coming, truth on the rise. No more hiding, no more lies. Woe to the wicked, you sold your fate. You laughed at the truth, now it's too late. His fire's falling, the time is done. No hiding from judgment, nowhere to run. Woe to the wicked, the writing is clear. Repent while you can, the day draws near.